Sorry. That was me. Totally me.
Yeah, it said ended by the host.
All right, guys, so as we kick off this call, we are going to be talking to you guys all about how to grow your income. I need you to bear with Mindy, Catrina, and I because we are all adjusting our brains to this as well. But we, as your leaders and mentors, want to help you be successful and get wins regardless of whether or not it is a success club point. We need to start changing lives and helping you grow your income. Because I, for one, am sick and tired of watching you guys work your asses off. I'm just going to call Lee out, for one, and not make the income you deserve. And I think that we are going to make a huge shift. So right now, guys, I would like to know what your income goal is that would help your family in the chat. I want you to put your income goal that would help your family this month on how much money you would make.
Where's that music coming from?
Don't worry about it. Just put the income in the chat.
It's like super. I can't even hear you.
Don't worry, Mindy. Calm down.
What did you say? I don't even know.
We can hardly hear you, though.
I can't hear you. That's why I'm
Okay,
saying.
so all you need to do in the chat, guys, is I want to know how much income would help your family if you are not making an income right now. I know Mindy, myself, and Catrina all have income goals as well, but we need to know how much you need to make to support your family. That's going to make an impact. That's going to pay the bills that you're struggling to pay, the things that you're currently going without. So throw it in the chat. We want to know. Okay, so far we have Leah, 500. We have Jennifer, 2,000. We have Cynthia, $1,000. Okay, so we need to know all in, guys. If you are, so 15-month goal, 20,000. That's Mindy. Okay, Catrina, let's throw ours in.
I did 5,000 a month. I'm almost there.
Okay. So Erica, 1,000. Catrina, 5,000. Okay, I put mine in 10,000. So I think we can do this. We just need to make some shifts. And I'll be the first to just speak for the leaders on this call is we have been hammering Success Club, Success Club, Success Club, Success Club, because that's what we were taught. That's what we were told to do. We were told to go chase the big shiny things, which, believe me, I'm driven by those things, but I'm also very driven by being able to pay my bills, by not struggling, by not being stressed out in the wintertime, by knowing that I can take my family on vacation without, you know, hurting my budget. And so Catrina, Mindy, and I have all had individual conversations on this. Catrina and I sat on a call for about 40 minutes today powwowing about this topic. We sat on a call on Sunday night with Amy Coppola. There's been tons of discussion, and we are slowly going to start introducing this to you guys, but we are confident that after you get off this call tonight, we are going to help you with how to increase your income, and not in 2 months, not in 4 months, not in 6 months, this month. We want to help you start making money. So I started the call with that money because, and I know it's a weird thing. People don't like to talk about money. Mindy and I have had extensive conversations around our own limiting beliefs around money, right? And I know when I grew up, my parents struggled financially. I obviously have done way better than my parents, but I don't want, it sucks saying no to your kids. It sucks saying, I'll think about it. It sucks saying, I'm going to have to get that in 2 weeks. Those things suck. I don't want to do that anymore. I've been a coach for 5 years. We've hit elite as a team 3 times. My income took a big hit in 2017, and I've got it back up, but it hasn't grown, and we want to focus on growth. So I'm going to go ahead and pass this over to Catrina, who's really been diving into this since January, but now as a team, we have to make this shift if you want to really grow your income. And what we want you to do is take this back to your teams and roll it out to them too.
Okay, guys. So looking at income goals, it's not far off. Like when I look at my 5,000 a month, I only have that there because it's been on my goal board forever. Like I'm so close. So once I achieve that, to check it off the box, like with what I'm about to roll out to you, really is the sky's the limit. And it's not based on $140 or, you know, like every time I ask you guys, like, what are you struggling with? And just like objections, you know, we invite, and there's this objection that always revolves around price or money or how expensive our product is. And when you look at what I'm about to give you, you're going to be expensive. We are still going to drive the challenge pack because that is the best, you know, bundle and product for the client, especially if you're going to be signing coaches, because they need to be proof our product works. They need both. They need our strategy. They'll have 100 different add-ons between bars and hydrate and energize, you know. So all my people that want to start as coaches still go into my challenge pack, you know, box. And then everybody else, when I lead with the challenge pack and I get the price objection, and you can even, like I did a post the other day, I know Melissa did as well, like, hey, I'm offering, and I'm like toying with this, just offering a summer quarterly boot camp, right? Where they come in for the $39 and get 3 months worth of BOD plus the 2-week trial period, and way more, you know, the different demographic by the $39, no problem. And then if you add in any other consumables, hydrate, bars, energize, I have never sent a cart to anyone, even with a challenge pack, that I have not sent energize. And everyone that starts it continues on HD. So that is like, I don't want to say a no-brainer because it took me a good 4 months, 3 months to shift into, like, don't be afraid to share everything else we have. And I will be honest, I have been afraid that when I send the 80-day obsession $180 link, it's like I hold my breath and I say a prayer because I'm like, that's a major investment, you know, and pray they want to invest that in themselves. Well, all that's going to go out the window, because when you can sign them up, if the challenge pack even at $140 is too much, we can offer them so many other things with BOD and Energize, which should have been a challenge pack. I think that would have been way more worth the money and easier to sell at $140 than the Shakeology challenge pack. But I want to rewind before we jump into these numbers and talk about why we're doing this. So what happened over the years, and I remember this coming up when we first started, but it was over my head and I didn't even know what team volume was and I didn't care. But over time, the value of a challenge pack has slowly decreased in team volume. So what we see, you don't even see your team volume, your upline sees it. So we have no way of running our own reports to see where we even stand in the team volume game right now. But you see PV, which is your personal volume. And then for your team volume is everybody below you, and you have to add everybody's up. So you as an individual don't see your own TV, your upline does. So that's one thing corporate's really working on trying to get a better handle on all of this. But in the meantime, we move a whole lot faster than a corporation does. So what we need to do is focus on the TV. And when you're selling a challenge pack, you guys, your jaws are going to drop. So I just want you to take a seat and take this in. When you sell a challenge pack, especially when they're on sale right now for $140, woo, great Success Club incentive, and you know, June's going to be freaking awesome for earning Success Club. It will be, but for your paycheck, it won't be. And the reason is the TV tied to that discounted challenge pack, because we no longer sell discs and everything's tied to BOD, and the company once you buy BOD, you get all 700 programs. They had to make up the money somewhere. And it was funny because I told Melissa this months ago. Like, I understand where they're still making money, and we are taking it in the shorts in the TV, which is team volume, because the challenge pack now is only worth 35 team volume points. Okay, so PV, that's probably worth, I didn't even look because I haven't been selling the June challenge pack as much. But I don't know, it's probably like 130 or something, because it's usually close to the dollar amount. Well, what's crazy is Shakeology sold all on its own is worth 90 PV and 90 TV. It's one of our consumables that those two numbers match. So when you sell that as a challenge pack, the Shakeology plus BOD, you're only making 35 team volume points. When if you were to sell it alone, you're gonna make 3 times that. So when you think about, you have to sell 4 or 3.5, which isn't a number, so 4 challenge packs in order to cycle 1 time. That is crazy when you think about how much extra work you have to do. And that's what's tied to Success Club. So Melissa and I have decided, and Mindy too, because we've all been kind of talking to this in our leader forums, we're doing away with our Success Club recognition. We will give one shout out at the end of the month. Here are the leaderboards. Yay, you helped these many lives to get started with the challenge pack. And I'm focusing challenge packs strictly on coaches. And they'll mostly be completions packs because I will have already sold them BOD. So what I'm doing, I'm just gonna give you numbers. I will post this in the team page so you can see it. But essentially, if you were to sell a BOD subscription plus Energize, just the BOD subscription quarterly, because you're gonna get paid on it 4 times because it's quarterly, you will make, if you sell 5 of those, you will make $137.50. If you add in your commissions, and remember you're going to make that every 3 months. So if you do 5 every recurring every month, that's going to add up a whole lot faster than your commissions on a challenge pack, because that's just your commissions, and your team volume is going to roll in there too, because you've got 150 of $39 and an Energize. You're going to make 150 team volume points off that. So you're going to cycle instantly for that 100, 200 on that week leg. You're going to cycle once off that one sale, opposed to selling 3 challenge packs to equal that. I know this is probably a lot and your head is exploding, because mine has literally done that since January. So I'm thinking I finally have a handle on this. And if I'm talking too fast, tell me, put it in the chat. And we can go, we're going to be going over this from here on out until future things change. But when you do that math, I mean, how much easier is it for you to sell a quarterly BOD for $39 and throw in an Energize in their cart, send them the email, and then tell them, hey, I sent you your sign up for the quarterly BOD, but I threw in Energize because I can't live without it and it fuels my workouts, etc., etc. And you only have to do that once. For the same amount of work, if you would have to sell 3 challenge packs, and you still would not make that TV of 150, okay? So everything in network marketing is compounding, right? So if you did 5 this month and 5 next month, 5, 5, 5, because that's how we do this. Damn, right, Jen? Right, for real, for real, for real. At the end of May, let's say we start right now in June and you do 5 a month, okay? Just in your commissions with a 3-month BOD, quarterly BOD, and Energize only, at the end of May, you will have earned 1,050. 1,050, okay? That is insane to me, because that's going to be what's going to continually be your residual income, because your customers are going to say, it's kind of like a payment plan, right? In 3 more months, when that renews, they're going to renew it again, and now you're going to get paid on it, and you're still getting 5 more that month, and you're still compounding on top of that, you know, exponentially. Melissa, if you can handle the chat, and anything you can't answer, I'll handle after. But if you were to continue to do that, your total commissions is $1,050, but you're going to keep compounding on top of that. So that's just straight commission. But every month, if you keep adding 5, it's so easy for your customers to stay on an Energize HD, because it's not $130. It's what, 45, 50 with shipping, you know, like, and they love it. And they're probably going through 2 cans. Like my house goes through almost 4 a month. That it's like, okay, if you're getting that much Energize, it's time to convert to a coach. When you're doing that, we can also be introducing other consumables, which is what I've started doing in my challenge group. I have a huge thing going on in my challenge group just on Energize right now. Are you team pink? Are you team fruit punch? Or are you team lemon? And everyone's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, if you haven't tried this, go out and order it. And most of them, because I did that, ordered one of each flavor. So volume shot through the roof in the last week of my existing customers just on Energize. I'm on the middle of the 3-day refresh right now, pushing the volume that way, not in a harsh way, just because I love the products. I started mixing Hydrate into my Energize because it tastes like a Astropot. And if I drink vodka, that's what it goes in, because it's like hydrating and amazing and energizing all at once. And because summer, all my challengers are asking me, what cocktails can I have? I literally had to have Melissa screenshot me cocktails out of the book, because I'm like, I don't hardly drink anymore. I don't even know. And I'm like, I know what I'm going to tell them. I'm going to sell them something. So by doing that, they all went out and bought Hydrate. And that's all boosting volumes. So when you send this share cart, okay, now we'll get back to that, of the BOD and the Energize, because that's how we're going to make $1,050 by May, total commissions, compounding with residual. When you send that share cart, I want you to add in containers, because it does not come with BOD, and most of our meal plans are structured around the containers. Energize. I've been adding the cookbook, the bars, Hydrate, anything. When you're talking to that client, like my busy moms, I'm like, hands down, they're getting bars. Like, I don't care. I'm putting it in their cart. And then what I tell them, my typical 100 PV right now, because I'm just thinking cycles. If I can sell 500 PV carts this month, that's going to get me 5 more cycles plus that commission, because the cycles aren't even counted into that 1,050. If I can do 100 TV cart, that's containers, bars, Energize and Hydrate, or swap the Hydrate for the cookbook. When I do that, it's over 100 TV, and it comes to $88. It was like $86.75 or something. All shipping out the door. They're like, not even thinking twice and clicking buy. And I'm like, feel free to take any of that out of your cart. These are just the tools in my fitness tool belt that have gotten success. And every time they're like, well, if you think that's what I need, I'll do it. I've not even introduced them to Shakeology yet. That's my 90 PV. So my girl I signed up like with this last week starts seeing, she's in my challenge group, she starts seeing everybody logging their shake. She's like, what's the shake? Then I introduce her to the shake, and I'm adding 90 TV on top of what her 100 TV already is. That would have taken me 7 challenge packs, 7.5, so 8 challenge packs to get that same amount of TV. Okay, so that's how income is going to compound on this. It's absolutely insanity, and I know it's going to take some time to wrap our heads around this, but it's much easier to sell BOD at $39 and an Energize than it ever was for a challenge pack. And then it's just continuing to help the customers with what else we have in our tool belt. And when they order more than one thing on Home Direct, that's when you offer them a coach opportunity. And then their team volume grows, and we start to build our teams that way. Okay, so do you guys have questions on the numbers side of it?
Can we pause for a second?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I want to address a couple things from the chat. So Andrea, your question was, will this affect the ability to get on trips and elite and whatnot? Yes, it will. So you have to make a decision on what's more important for you and your family. I also want to say this. I will still hit Success Club 6 in my account. I will still, because I'm signing coaches. Everything else, though, will go under Dom. And I say under Dom because he's under my second CBC, so I'm going to get paid 3 times today. Catrina actually had to remind me of that because I had already sent out one share cart with a Energize and bars and containers under my second CBC, which I would get paid twice, but why wouldn't I do it under my husband, right? So yes, it will affect you guys. But if you talk to like Vito, or you talk to a Dave Ward, or you talk to a Milan Jensen, Milan Jensen's on all the trips still. She hits minimum Success Club 6 every single month. She's never going to be high ranking on recruiting. She's never going to be high ranking on Success Club. But guess what? She's a multi-millionaire. She's been telling us this for 2 years. This is what she spoke on at the event that I hosted 2 summers ago in Sacramento, the NorCal Elevated. And it still didn't click. She spoke on this at leadership. And like it just didn't freaking click. And now, I don't know why, but somebody brought it up in the roundtable because of this June thing. And me and Mindy are like, we've always just said like we're not numbers people. And we both were like, we have to be numbers people. Right? I'm not a numbers person, but I'm a business owner.
So you adapt.
Yes, I show up every single day. Yes, I get the recognition. Yes, I recruit. Yes, I train my people. But I've just been taking what corporate tells me, and I'm not bashing corporate. I think corporate always has our back. I no doubt think that soon we will have some changes, maybe not with this year, but next year maybe. We'll have changes to the Success Club program because enough people are making noise about this. But like Catrina told me back in January, like the white jacket, all by myself, right? The trips, you can go on your own trip with people that you want to be on it with. So just keep those things in mind that you are going to sacrifice some of those accolades and those shiny things. But I know for most of you on this call, I know your goals and I know that income is important to your family. And some of you, your husband has said, if you don't start making more income, you will quit or you will go back to work. And I don't want that for you. Mindy doesn't want that. Catrina doesn't want that. And so we have to share this with you because it'd be selfish of us not to. It'd be selfish of me to say, no, Andrea, don't worry about that. Keep hitting Success Club so we can hit Elite as a team. Bullshit. I want you to have more time with your kids. I want, when you get out of the Navy, for you to be so financially set that it doesn't matter what accolade is there because they're saying, Andrea is a woman going somewhere and I want to be on her team because she's able to do the things that she wants. Are those things important? Yes. But being with our team and like being able to take team retreats, you know how bad we want to do that? But that comes out of our pocket, right? So we need to make more income to do so. Not saying we don't make a good income for where we're at right now, but I know we can do better. So I wanted to pause there. I also know that many of you have to see a graphic to make this understandable because I'm the same way. I've been on like 10 calls. Okay? Mindy might be able to explain this different and it would click with you. That's just that's how our brains are wired. We will get you graphics, we will get you stats so you can see, but I'm going to stop there and just let Catrina keep going. I just had to say that.
The other thing I have for you guys is Candace actually designed them. One of the girls that started the push for volume in the round table and all this discussions, but they're called menus. And a great way to look at it is when you go to a restaurant, you don't want the waiter to tell you like, this is what you're ordering. You're going to order a challenge pack and it's going to be, you get to pick your flavor, right? When you go to a restaurant, you want to read all the options. And so she created these cool health and wellness menus where you get to go through and be like, every single one includes BOD. And then it's like BOD and bars, BOD and energize, BOD and hydrate, BOD and whatever, BOD plus, where they can visually see it with a price breakdown. Like my budget is $100. Okay, well you could get containers, bars, whatever. So I'm going to post those in there as well. And the way I had to look at this, so I went to this New Year's Summit. I think you guys have heard me talk about it a couple times, in Portland with Vito LaFave. And he's like the best businessman ever, because he always says, and this was in my recap call with you guys who remember me saying this, a little more do-rah and a little less hoorah. Yes, we need to celebrate the small wins, but when those small things aren't generating us income, it's something we have to stop celebrating. You have to celebrate what's going to move your business forward. He's so cut and dry, it's almost scary. Like, he puts off this, how the heck he works with people. I'm like, but he's got it. He's a millionaire twice. He's made his wife a millionaire in her business, and they've done it all through Beachbody. So I really took what he had to say to heart, and the only way I can digest this, I've had 2 calls with him since, just trying to help figure out my own situation. And we came up with, like I said, if it were me and I walked into a gym, because he knows that he owned a gym prior, he knows I was a gym rat, and I told him, so it'd be like me walking into a gym and saying, I'd like to sign up for your gym. And they told me, great, it comes with a shake that you have to keep monthly delivery on. It's going to cost you this amount of money, and you have to do that for 3 or 4 months or whatever it was. You would leave there like, I don't want to sign up to this gym. Or if you did sign up, you'd be hoping every single day, or like, how many more months do I have of this commitment? Because it's how we work as individuals. So instead, if you walk into the gym and they're like, hey, we're going to give you 3 months for $39. Here's how you use all of our equipment. Have a great time. Enjoy our gym. And as you're walking in to go use the machines and do your workout, you stop by this and try the shake. Okay, great. It's $5 a shake. You can buy it in a 7-week trial or 7-day trial for $35 or whatever our sampler pack is. Or you can go ahead and get it on monthly shipped to your house for $135, or you can become a VIP customer and get it for $90. When you start thinking about, like, let's plug this into real world, I feel almost like horrible that I've shoved challenge packs down people's throats for years, because I'm like, shit, if this was a gym, that would never have worked. That would never have flippin' worked. So now I'm like, okay, to all these people in my $39, I literally sent out 7 share cards yesterday alone. So when I roll out this June contest, and you guys are gonna be like, 10? What? Oh my God, we could do 7 in a day. I said to them, if you think like your nutrition's really off, or one girl was a CHP dispatch and she's like, I'm at a desk for 12 hours. Like, I don't think eating, I don't know if the containers are going to work. Like, I'll prep my food, but I literally am on the phone. I don't know if I can eat. And I was like, well, would you be interested in the shake? And she's like, well, I don't know. What's it taste like? Do I have to do a whole month? No, because with the bod, you can just buy the 7-day sampler, get all the flavors, see what you like, and then order from there. One, that boosted my volume in that TV category that I needed. It got her signed up with BOD. I added in the Energize, because you work 12 hours a day? What? You need this in your life. And then I thought, you're sitting at a desk. When you do have a break, do you think you could eat a bar that was high in protein, low in sugar, and the perfect macro-micro count to have a clean burn? She doesn't even know what I'm talking about, but she says yes, and buys everything that's in the cart, okay? So when you start looking at it as a gym, which is what we do today on a mastermind for the 5-star and above mastermind, Tina Gray was talking about calling it your studio. This is my virtual studio. You come work out with me and all these people in my virtual studio. And I'm like, I love that. I love that, because I've always said I bring people into my home gym through Beachbody On Demand. It tells you how many people are working out with you at the same time. So when you start looking at your business, your health and fitness business, like a gym owner would, you want to invite them to the Shakeology bar. At my local gym here that I pay freaking ridiculous amount of money for, that you walk in and they're like, oh, did you need a pre-workout today, or did you bring yours? That is like so welcoming, because it's not forced down my throat. It's if I need it, I buy it. Or if I want to try it, I can sample it for the $5 for the one try, right? So I'm like, this is what we need to be doing. And I'm hoping corporate gets on board and does like a 7-day sampler of Energize, which when I send out signups, thank yous, they get something from me. If they've already purchased Energize, I send them a hydrate because that all boosts volume. If they didn't get Shakeology, they're getting a Shakeology packet. I have enough vegan chocolate, which makes me throw up. So I will send them that. I don't care. Like they think, oh, free. Okay, I'll try it, you know? And people love vegan. I'm just weird on that one. Vanilla's great. But anyway, I will send something to everybody, a bar, whatever I have, and with a handwritten thank you, and they think that's rad. So what we're going to do with this, because once you guys see the income earning potential tables of selling 5 BODs a month, and you can't even really double it because you have to 10x it if you're going to do 10, which those numbers will come out in this table. We are going to run a June contest because we are stepping away from Success Club, which I have to go back to that as well. I'm always going to lead with the challenge pack because it is the best deal for the customer, okay, bundled together, and it's on sale this month. So I always start there, and when they tell me it's too expensive, then we find other avenues. And how I also am hitting Success Club is customer to coach conversions with completion packs. You guys, like, you have to use all your arsenal, every tool in your tool belt. Just, you know, you can still hit Success Club. You can still earn elite. You're still going to be advancing because we're going to sign coaches because people fall in love with what we're doing and with our community. Okay, side note. So what we're doing for June is this will go up. This is the graphic I have set to post in the group. It is our new challenge. And what's going to happen is we're going to give away 2 gift cards. One for $100, and I don't care if you want a Carbon gift card, a grocery gift card, Amazon, whatever. We will buy the gift card when you win it and send it to you, and a $50 gift card. And so what happens is at the end of the month, if you sold 10 BODs, you get 1 raffle ticket. If you sold 10 BODs with 5 Energize, you get 2 raffle tickets. And if you sell 10 BODs with Energize and any other add-on, you're going to get 3. So Energize and containers. Might as well max that out for 3 entries into your thing. Every single order. So it's like Energize plus 1 more thing, whether it be BOD or whatever. But containers are that easy add-on. But the whole thing is if you want to do the BOD and Energize, okay, because that's going to get you the volume target we're going to talk about for the money, okay? And what my people who jumped with challenge packs were going to think when I rolled out a $39 thing. They're going to think I screwed them, you know, like limiting beliefs start to take over. So I posted one post, the last one that Brigitte put out in the roundtable 2 weeks ago. I was like, I want to do it, but I'm scared. And I took the plunge yesterday, and like I said, sent 7 share cards. I have 3 orders confirmed, and all of them were BOD and Energize plus 2 or 3 more items. And so what you do in that, I'm going to send you the screenshots of my verbiage. What you do is, like, the post said, hey, people, listen up. I want to get as many people started with it as I can. I've heard so many people say I need to lose weight and I need to do this, but they just don't know where to start. That was like my post, right? Because everyone can relate. So create that post. Every single person that commented on it, I just said, hey, you get 2 weeks free trial. If you love it, it's going to roll into a 3-month boot camp that I will be with you every step of the way, helping you with nutritional guides as well as your accountability and support. If you're ready to go all in and give this a try, drop me your email. That was in a message. Every single person gave, yeah, hell yeah, girl, whatever, like, gave me their email. So from there, I created a cart with all the things I think they need, and then sent it to them and said, here's your order link. I've included containers because that's how we handle our nutrition and portion control. I added Energize because you're a busy mom. and I can't live without it. I drink it at least twice a day. I've also added bars because you're on the go. This is a perfect macro nutrient dense, low sugar bar that your kids would be happy with as well. Who doesn't love a good bar is always like my thing, you know? And then if they are a person that focuses on nutrition, I give them a cup, put the cookbook in there, etc. Like whatever you think. I had a girl comment on my story, was one of them, where I had Hydrate and Energize mixed together, and I was like, can't live without it. So I put Hydrate in her cart, and I just tell them, like, feel free to remove any of this, and you can go strictly with just the bod. But I'm telling you that these are the tools. This has been the like hook, line, and sinker. Okay. These are the tools that I have used to have this success with my fitness journey. And I have not had, out of all those orders, a person take a single thing out. And I am like, well, I'm going to add this next time. I should have added that, you know, like, but no. And it's really just the things I love, the products I love. And they trust me to try that because I'm giving them such a deal with a 2-week free trial. And then we can go back in. The one girl wanted to try Shakeology, so I did a 7-day sampler for her. But she said, what's that shake you always drink? Is that Energize? No, that's something different. I'll throw it in your cart, etc. But if you keep those invitations simple and you do that, I really think you guys are going to see a jump in your income. And like Melissa said, if you have a second business center, Melissa and I are kind of effed up because the way we did it, our spouse should be at the top of your organization. We canceled our spouses thinking we wanted them on other legs, whatever. But so our second business centers are where our spouses should be, and they work like your guys' spouses' accounts. So that's why I get confused sometimes. But if you have a spouse account and not a second business center, make sure you're running these orders. If you are income based, any challenge packs, anything like 3 bars on HD, performance stacks, anything that's going 90 PV cumulative on HD, that's going to earn you Success Club points, go through your account. They're the lowest team volume anyway, so it doesn't matter, except Shakeology on HD by itself. Throw those numbers through your business center. Anything else, run it through your spouse. Now, if your spouse is on your strong leg, message me because we're going to have a different game plan. If they're on your weak leg, you want to run everything through there to grow that volume. Because when you do go 2-star and you open that second business center, you're then going to put them under your spouse on that weak leg, and you will make that $1,050 3 times. Okay? So it's just been a crazy mind shift. I can tell you that since January, I started doing that. If you guys noticed, Brad's hitting a lot of leaderboards. I was just doing it with Success Club challenge pack. I didn't even look at TV on things I sold. Like, I'm like, obviously it's like 135 TV, right? Because it's that in PD. Until I dug deeper into this. So we all have a learning curve, it just happens. But no more will I ever, can't say ever. I will sell more performance line stacks and Shakeology standalones, probably to hit Success Club in his account and put all challenge packs in mine, which I was a little off on that when I started this in